pompous,
尊大な、気取った。
pompous. He gave a pompous speech at the event. He gave a pompous speech at the event. Riot,
暴動、騒動。
riot. The riot broke out in the city last night. The riot broke out in the city last night. Decent,
きちんとした、礼儀正しい。
decent. She always dresses in a decent manner. She always dresses in a decent manner. Vibrant,
活気のある、鮮やかな。
vibrant. The city center is vibrant with energy. The city center is vibrant with energy. Premeditated,
計画的な、恋の。
premeditated. It was a premeditated act of violence. It was a premeditated act of violence. Testimony,
証言、証拠。
testimony. Her testimony helped solve the case. Her testimony helped solve the case. Segregate,
分離する、隔離する。
segregate. They decided to segregate the two groups. They decided to segregate the two groups. Extraordinary,
非常に優れた、並外れた。
extraordinary. His extraordinary talent was quickly recognized. His extraordinary talent was quickly recognized. Outcast,
追放者、のけ者。
outcast. He felt like an outcast in the new school. He felt like an outcast in the new school. Ceremonial,
儀式の、形式的な。
ceremonial. The ceremonial dance was beautiful to watch. The ceremonial dance was beautiful to watch. Incidentally,
ちなみに、偶然に。
incidentally. Incidentally, I met your friend yesterday. Incidentally, I met your friend yesterday. Mimic,
真似をする、模倣する。
mimic. Children often mimic their parents. Children often mimic their parents. Creep,
忍び寄る、這う。
creep. I could feel someone creep up behind me. I could feel someone creep up behind me. Dependency,
依存、従属。
dependency. The country's dependency on foreign oil is a problem. The country's dependency on foreign oil is a problem. Proximity.
近接、接近。
Proximity. The proximity of the train station makes commuting easy. The proximity of the train station makes commuting easy. Thorough.
徹底的な、完全な。
Thorough. She did a thorough job cleaning the house. She did a thorough job cleaning the house. Orbit.
軌道、周回。
Orbit. The satellite is now in orbit around the Earth. The satellite is now in orbit around the Earth. Vast.
広大な、莫大な。
Vast. We stood in awe of the vast desert landscape. We stood in awe of the vast desert landscape. Coverage.
報道、範囲。
Coverage. The media's coverage of the event was extensive. The media's coverage of the event was extensive. Curator.
学芸員、管理者。
Curator. The museum's curator gave us a private tour. The museum's curator gave us a private tour. Arc.
こ。
Arc. The rainbow formed a perfect arc in the sky. The rainbow formed a perfect arc in the sky. Groundwater.
地下水。
Groundwater. Farmers rely on groundwater for irrigation. Farmers rely on groundwater for irrigation. Grind.
すりつぶす、粉にする。
Grind. You need to grind the coffee beans before brewing. You need to grind the coffee beans before brewing. Preside.
議長を務める、主催する。
Preside. He was chosen to preside over the meeting. He was chosen to preside over the meeting. Indispensable.
不可欠な、欠かせない。
Indispensable. Water is indispensable for life. Water is indispensable for life. Verse.
詩、韻文。
Verse. He read a verse from his favorite poem. He read a verse from his favorite poem. Triumph.
勝利、成功。
Triumph. Their team celebrated a triumph after the big game. Their team celebrated a triumph after the big game. Spot.
場所、反転。
Spot. I found a perfect spot for a picnic. I found a perfect spot for a picnic. Concede.
認める、譲歩する。
Concede. She was forced to concede defeat. She was forced to concede defeat. Pensive.
物思いにふける、考え込む。
Pensive. He sat in a pensive mood, staring at the sea. He sat in a pensive mood, staring at the sea. Irresistible.
抗えない、とても魅力的な。
Irresistible. The cake was irresistible, so I ate another slice. The cake was irresistible, so I ate another slice. Hostile.
敵対的な、好戦的な。
Hostile. They were met with hostile reactions. They were met with hostile reactions. Consent.
同意、承諾。
Consent. She gave her consent to the plan. She gave her consent to the plan. Tolerable.
耐えられる、許容できる。
Tolerable. The pain was tolerable after taking medicine. The pain was tolerable after taking medicine. Imprint.
あと、痕跡。
Imprint. The soft ground left an imprint of my shoes. The soft ground left an imprint of my shoes. Obedient.
従順な、素直な。
Obedient. The obedient dog followed all the commands. The obedient dog followed all the commands. Distract.
気を散らす、混乱させる。
Distract. The loud noise distracted me from my work. The loud noise distracted me from my work. Stimulate.
刺激する、活性化する。
Stimulate. The new policy will stimulate the economy. The new policy will stimulate the economy. Vicinity.
近く、近所。
Vicinity. We live in the vicinity of the park. We live in the vicinity of the park. Reduction.
削減、減少。
Reduction. The company announced a reduction in staff. The company announced a reduction in staff. Incident.
出来事、事件。
Incident. There was a minor incident at the store. There was a minor incident at the store. outstanding,
目立つ、未解決の。
outstanding. Her outstanding performance won her an award. Her outstanding performance won her an award. Unanimous,
全員一致の。
unanimous. The board made a unanimous decision. The board made a unanimous decision. Dislocate,
脱臼させる、位置をずらす。
dislocate. He dislocated his shoulder while playing soccer. He dislocated his shoulder while playing soccer. Completion,
完了、完成。
completion. The project is nearing completion. The project is nearing completion. Authorize,
認可する、許可する。
authorize. The government will authorize the new regulations. The government will authorize the new regulations. Bankrupt,
破産した、倒産した。
bankrupt. The company went bankrupt last year. The company went bankrupt last year. Alter,
変更する、修正する。
alter. You need to alter the design slightly. You need to alter the design slightly. Initiate,
開始する、始める。
initiate. The company will initiate a new project next month. The company will initiate a new project next month. Partial,
部分的な、不完全な。
partial. His report was only partial, not covering all aspects. His report was only partial, not covering all aspects.